What is going on, guys? It's Lug here. We are back in Satisfactory for episode 14. Today we're going to be continuing work on our new iron factory using logistics floors to keep everything nice and neat. Um, so far, since we left off last time, I went out and did a little MAM research with Caterium and unlocked smart splitters so we can deal with overflow and really optimize our manifold lines. We also extended out our platform a little bit, and we'll take a look at that real quick. I'm wanting to produce all of our phase 1 iron products inside of this factory. So basically we have 160 screws, so the first 4 constructors, it's everything we'll need to make assembled products that require screws. We've got 10 iron plates here, 20 here for a total of 30. And I'm trying to do all of this without overclocking anything. We have 5 here in iron rods, and then we have another 15 and another 15 for 35. And if you can see down here, we've got everything tucked away in our logistics floor, and before we finish, we'll go ahead and close all of this off. So that the only thing up here is the actual machines. So right now I was looking at the production with our assemblers, and with having our smart splitters, one of the issues I was trying to solve was needing reinforced iron plates for the production of modular frames. Now the nice part about this is we can still produce our reinforced iron plates at 5 a minute and have the whole 5 going into our need for 3 a minute for modular frames with an overflow splitter, smart splitter, running to a container. So that way, this will always stay full of reinforced iron plates to produce modular frames while also producing us the same amount of reinforced iron plates. So that's what we're working on right now. So we have all of our products we need for our assembly. Now is just the time to figure out where we want the assemblers to really sit. And I'm thinking somewhere kind of how we have them just laid out. Maybe space it out just a little bit more. It's like that. And then we'll have this one making our rotors. So the next challenge is going to be splitting these lines, because we need 100 off of one line, for screws, for example, we need 100 out of one of these. We have 160 total, and we need 100. So we're gonna have to take 3 of them and run all 3 of those. And we gotta split 60 off of that line. So the easiest way to do that, well, let's start with our reinforced iron plates first, because those are gonna have to feed directly back into our assembler for modular frames. Let's go ahead and we'll get rid of these floors right here so we can see what we're doing. We already have that in our hotbar. So we're just gonna bring these all down. We can always change their location and height if needed. Just get them under the floor so we can start routing everything. So the first input we need to handle is our reinforced iron plates, and we need to get our 30 iron plates into this assembler. And I believe our iron plates are this one and this one. So we'll drop down, we'll bring these this way. And we'll get that all routed up and we'll get those. We need to adjust this one. Like so. Same thing with this one. Beautiful. So we've got our iron plates ran into our assembler. The next thing we need is the 60 screws. So we have, let's take a look at what we have up here. So we have 40 coming out of here, 40 coming out of here. So we'll need to creatively split these up. And we'll do that by putting down a merger. Or actually, we need to put down a splitter first. And so this line of 40, that splitter will run straight into a merger. And this line here will run into our merger. This line will run into our splitter. And it's going to be split twice to give us 10, to give us 20 going in. So we have 40 here, like so. We have 40 here. It's being split once, or no time, so that is 40 still going into there. But then we split it again, and now we have 20 going this way, and 20 going that way. So now we should be able to run this one. Might need to change how that splits and split the outside one. Yeah, we're gonna have to split the outside one to allow for room. So we'll need a splitter. We have 40 coming in. And we're gonna split this into two. So we have 20 going out this way and 20 going out this way. And then that 30 with our 40 with our 20 will give us our 60 we need. So we'll go ahead and route this with our belt. We're just gonna go behind here. And then we'll bring it back up. Right there, just like that. Now our reinforced iron plates are getting the amount of screws they need. And on top of that, so we have 1, 2, these two need to be running as well. So we'll have 40, 40, which is 80, and then our 100 coming over to make our rotors. So we're gonna need to put a merger to merge these two lines in together. So we'll go ahead and throw that in. just like so. Somewhere right around there. Perfect. And then this one will need to run this down, attach it up. And now these two lines need to merge together as well. So we'll do something like this. So now we have our 20 coming from there, 80 coming from those two, giving us our 100 screws per minute for our rotors. So now the last thing we need to bring over is we actually need to come over here. We need to extend these out a little bit. And we need to bring our reinforced iron plates, split them. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. I'm gonna run it backwards. And then it will need a splitter of some kind here. I believe it's gonna need the overflow splitter. So to make that, we are going to need everything we already have plus an AI limiter. An AI limiter, we should be able to craft one. So we do not. We need to make a little bit of quick wire to build our AI limiter, and this is going to allow us to build a smart splitter. So smart splitter will basically allow all of our resources through, and we can set it to overflow. So when that line backs up, the overflow will be what is fed into our container for our iron plate production. So let's go ahead and grab our smart splitter, get it placed down, and we'll take a look at it. So we're making reinforced iron plates. Center output any. We'll do left output overflow. And you can actually program these to separate different materials. So say you have a few different materials running on your belt line. You can then separate those, which is also going to allow us to build a sorter, an item sorter, to completely sort every material and item in the game. We'll build a big storage facility and have it all sort. So now, with our smart splitter, our center output is reinforced iron plates. And our left output is any overflow. So any overflow is going to come off of here and go into a container. So we'll run this over here, and it basically needs to just be kind of loosely ran. It's not pretty, but that'll work, and that's what the logistics floor is for. It's not meant to be pretty. So we have our reinforced iron plates taken care of. Now we just need to separate our rod production. We need 12 a minute to here, and we need 20 a minute here. So we need 22 for our iron rod production. We have 15 being made. So these will have to be set up on an overflow as well. Because we have 5. There's our 20. And then we have 15, so we actually have 30. We don't need 30. So we'll get rid of this one because we don't need to have 30. And I think I am going to go against what I said and we will overclock that. But we are running close on time. So I'm going to go ahead and throw down our lookout tower here. We'll take a look at what we've accomplished and kind of go over what we've unlocked since the last episode. So in this episode we got our screws all routed. We have our iron plate, reinforced iron plate production all routed. We have our iron plates routed. The last thing to do is routing our iron rods. And then we should be just about ready to start building a factory exterior. But as always, if you guys are enjoying this content, please feel free to like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. If you guys have any video suggestions, tips, or anything else you want to talk about, please leave it down in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one.